into the soda can modeling, this book came out many, many years ago, and it takes you right through the steps of how to take the can, cut it up, make it flat, and continue. My technique, after doing a few hundred of these things, is totally different than what is prescribed in here. You can look through that. He describes going after the can like so with scissors. I do it different. I'll show that to you in a minute. The rivet pattern's been explained. Let's do a can. I'll show you my method. And you learn from doing these things. This has been dented a little bit. But selecting which end to cut off first plays a major role. I find that if you cut this end off first, by the time you cut this end, you end up with a dimpled aluminum. Box cutter, just slice off that front end. It only takes a few seconds. I'll come up with a safety tip after I'm done with this. This gets tossed. Whoops, not that far. I always wash the can with water, dump it, and invariably when these things pile up I'll find some residue in there. If I do find residue, it's very easy to spray a little water in there. Here's the industrial towel. I cut them up into small pieces like this because it lasts longer, and that gets rid of anything in there. Scissors. The next step after getting this out is to go along the edge, pull it down. I'm going to wipe off some of that moisture that I put in there, clean it up. Careful of the edges, they're very sharp, there's edges sticking up. Now, judiciously, I cut those off. And then I curl the edge there. I'll explain why in a second. I've got a nice piece of metal here. You notice I curled the edges. Those edges are what's going to cut you. Mm-hmm. Especially after you've put in a number in a box. Now I have a box about the same size as this filled with these, because in the modeling I do, I'm always selecting colors, such as if I wanted to build this as a Coke, I need Coke, and I need the black tires. There's my black tires. So that's all set there. There's the safety point on that. Now it comes, do this, use my duck bills here. I save this bottom piece of the can. It becomes a palette for painting, mixing. When I have to do a lot of repair around the house for mixing your A and B epoxies, this is great. I curl these down. And of course, in the process of giving this demo, I did this very rapidly. At home, in the garage, I'm listening to books on tape or classical music, and I don't leave that much of an edge.